It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway.
Taking it about the 1.
So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time.
They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick back in 2018 from Wyoming, Josh Allen.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Allen looking to throw it right at the outset.
He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Being chased out left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw brought in by Bellinger.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air, Allen.
And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Allen's throw complete there to Smith. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Micah Parsons
in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We'll talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive it started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Allen. And that is incomplete. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Prater's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead.
Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. Leading them out, the quarterback from BYU, standing at 6'2", and that's Taysom Hill.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Now the second-year man from Louisiana. Here's Elijah Mitchell. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Hill.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On second down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Hill. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
From the 35 on second down, Hill. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Hill to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
There to stop him, Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Hill. This one to Bourne out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Now it's Hill. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taysom Hill, his 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Eagles have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession.
They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. 1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep, Marquez Callaway.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Hill looks to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got room past.
Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously, ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
A run for Pierce out of the gun.
Pushes him over. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Another carry for Pierce.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Brian Edwards
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers have regained the lead.
And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass.
Prater's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Open man is Higgins. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Here's Hill. This one complete into the hands of Higgins.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Eagles at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
On first down, Hill. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. In trouble, and he's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Allen now on first down. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now Allen again.
They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Allen now looks to throw.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Allen
to Pierce. They set up the screen. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. From the gun on 3rd, Hill.
Complete right side to Otten.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the draw, here's Mitchell.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Play fake. Hill. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Offense back out there along with Dameon Pierce.
A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Allen going to throw.
Goes right back to Smith again.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. We'll start at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, an NFC South matchup between Atlanta and Carolina. And they have just about gone to halftime with the Panthers out on top. Tyreek Hill, a touchdown reception. From there, we head up to MetLife Stadium to check on the Jets. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. The Pats looking to improve their record to 6-1 if they can finish that one off. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for the Steelers in that first half. And even though they've got the lead, they're likely going over ways they can improve the running game, as they didn't find a whole lot of success in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2. Hill.
Got a man. It's complete. It's Palmer. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Hill. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Hill.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And again, it's Hill. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're looking to bounce back following the loss to Miami a week ago, and they've got the lead right now as they come up with a 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
Shifts by him.
58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen.
And complete to Drake London. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
On play action, Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Pierce.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
They're certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Allen. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. And again, it's Allen. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Here's Allen to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith.
And he will have a Steelers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Throwing on first down is Allen. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Pierce now up the middle.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. It's caught. Smith
And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Operating from the red zone now, Allen. He's got Smith here. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Throwing again on second down. Allen, and this one complete to Smith. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Well, that was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Now Allen again. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a 1st and goal.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Kari Blossomgame, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And, boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show you heavy set, bootleg it out. Nah. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
Extra point good by Prater. And that makes this a 9-point game. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Hill. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They'll try the air now with Hill. He's got Higgins over the middle. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Hill now operating from the red zone. Forced out to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. To throw is Hill. That's caught at the 3. Touchdown. Kendrick Bourne from 10 yards out. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away.
This taken in at the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field.
And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10.
Quick slant here to Smith.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
From the 29, Allen being chased out left.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Here's Hill.
Otten brings it in over the middle.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now it's Hill.
Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
On first down, Hill. Open man is born.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hill, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. A shotgun snap for Hill. And he's taken down inside the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
On the handoff, Mitchell down at the 25. Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Hill. Got the connection here to Bourne.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. On third down, here's Mitchell.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 30 inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here's Hill. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Joe Tryon
Picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Hill now to throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Complete right side to Otten.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This for a 4th quarter lead. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen swings this one out wide for Pierce. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. From the 29, Allen to Pierce. They set up the screen. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Allen. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Allen to throw once more. Another pass complete to Bellinger. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Going for it with Pierce. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Hill. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. To throw again on 2nd down. Hill firing quickly, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Hill looks to throw. That's caught by Marquez Callaway. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A give here to Mitchell. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now it's Hill. Oh, look at the juke. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they will take a knee here. 2nd and 11. They run over center with Mitchell. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down.
Hill going down to a knee, and that should just about wrap this one up.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 1-point game.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Philadelphia, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10.